creating an export with Milestone X-Protect Professional Non-Plus, a Rimage Catalyst system, and Rook Archive. We are in the Milestone Management application, and we're going to create a job. So we pick a camera, we've picked our server. Sequences is the subfolder size that we will be exporting in. So if we've got a 50 gigabyte Blu-ray disc, we want to make sure that any of our subfolders are never going to go above that 50 gigabyte size or 25 gigabyte size. So I know that with this camera, these are just going to be tiny little files that are going to fit on a test CD. Here we are in our time frame. So this is the beginning of the time of the camera data when the recordings were made. I'm going to just create a half a day here on July 5th. So this is the export type. So if we're exporting in Milestone's native format, X-Protect format, we will get subfolders with their type of exports. So that way you can use the Milestone Smart Client player, the portable one, and be able to view your archives. There's also support for AVI files and in single JPEGs if that's something that interests you. You could do all at once as well. We'll come back to this because this is a scheduler and we want the scheduler to run right just after we're done configuring this archive job. We are going to have to archive to a network because the Rimage system will need to be able to view its own archives. So this is the share on the Rimage unit itself. The host name, username, and password. And you can see the path there. Now Rimage will be able to see the data so that it can get at it to burn it. Otherwise it would be on a C drive here locally, and the Rimage unit on the network will never be able to see the data. I'm going to activate archiving. That's the main point of this video. We're exporting. We're going to go to the Rimage publisher, and we're going to use CDs, and we're going to specify our label file and logo file. So this is just the layout file, and this is the just a graphic for the surface of the disk. Nothing more interesting in the wizard for purposes of this video, so we're going to go back. We're going to set a time here to be 1:10 and 30. So it'll execute maybe 15 seconds after that time here. So 000 ABCD. So this is the folder that we're going to monitor, and in about 30 seconds we're going to see some activity starting. Here are our 15-minute subfolders. Once Rook has caught up to the point of the end in that job, it will automatically attempt to perform the archiving. So in this case, I've got a remote desktop session open to the Rimage system with the system manager open. That way we can see the jobs for the day and any jobs that are coming in or active. The subfolder names are based on one of the cameras from the job, and the time and day, the day and time of the actual data from the recording. We can see now that the Rimage system has received the jobs. First, it creates a block file on that Rimage system, like an ISO file, which then gets sent to be burned to a disk and a label created. So this recording disk comprises both steps of recording and burning and labeling. Each of these subfolders has a single SCP file which outlines whatever is in the data folder, and these can be executed on their own anytime as long as the executable from Milestone is available. They have a portable versions that you can maintain on your own network. And there you see small bits of on-motion recording. We could see printing is happening, so that is great. And I'll also show you what it looks like when the disk is done. I've got an image here. The surface of the disk will get a _1. This is the job name _1. So this is the series of the disks. If it was a 10 disc set, if our data was worth 10 Blu-ray discs, then we would see that maybe some of these would get burned to one disc and then some to the next disc and so on, and incrementing upwards from 1 to 2, and it will proceed thusly. You see the start time is the time of the recording, and the end time is the end time of the recording, and then you can see the camera names listed there as well. And you can see that the disk will have probably just popped out the side of the Rimage unit, and that is a full job using Milestone X-Protect Professional non-plus, creating a job in Rook Archive and exporting out to a Rimage system.